Don't watch me, watch Nolazine TV. It's the best video ever and subscribe to it.
Know the vibes. You're now watching Nolazine, man. It's your boy Young Cloth, man, aka Verse. And you're now tapped in to the inside story that way.
Oh, so tell everybody where you from.
Well, you already know I'm from Jersey. I'm a Jersey boy. That's where I'm from. I'm from Jersey, but you know, I have based my HQ out of ATL over the past 20 years between ATL and LA. So, yeah, that's where I'm from Jersey.
Like, tell everybody what you do.
All right, so, you know, I'm a music exec and a manager. So, space that I come from and what I do, I'm more so of a manager of a couple of hot artists and also some top selling and top charting producers. I come from the music exec side of things now, but prior to that, I was an artist 20 years ago, songwriter 15 years ago, you know, and DJ 25 years ago, you know what I mean? But I transitioned all the way to the back of the office and music exec manager. So that's the title.
I'm like, give artists some game.
Okay.
You know, like a little knowledge.
Well, like, I mean, like, it depends on what angle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a lot of points to the game and it's a lot of different information pockets, but, you know, we got to tap in on maybe one specific one that might work a little bit better that we can kind of identify. So kind of give me a pocket of information that we can go into.
We're going to start off by about artists going and I'm reaching out to these big artists about features, but they don't understand it. And like, basically, after you pay for the feature, you still got to get the song clear. Right.
Okay. So boom. Like, how it works is this: when people, independent or major, reach out for features, you know what I mean? Like, you can have a dude, you might see Drake in the parking lot. Drake say, "Hey, yo, I'll do a feature for you. Give me $5 grand right now." Cool. You pay the $5 grand. You pay the 50 grand. You pay the 100 grand. But no one wants to ask, "Hey, man, am I gonna be able to get this record cleared? Like, I want to put it out. I don't want to do it for a novelty." So a lot of people run into a hurdle when it comes to that, because if they get a little baby feature and then the label doesn't want to clear it because of whatever, and then they might have a project coming out, they might think it interferes with that, and it'll adjust your whole plans of when you're supposed to release. So always make sure you can get that understanding, you know, that you can get the record cleared when you do approach for somebody for a feature, or like a lot of artists approach people for features, you know what I mean? Like, always make sure you got that understanding.
But tell artists how important it is to actually market yourself.
Like, most of the time, I think that people always are in a space where the importance of marketing yourself turns around, like, notoriety, visibility will translate into dollars, right? So that's the importance of marketing yourself, because if no one knows it's there, how can I go stream it? How can I go, you know that you're even on a platform, whether it be Spotify, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Apple Music? I don't know where you are. So it's about marketing yourself and putting yourself in front of the right people, so the audience that you're trying to attract knows that you're actually there, so they can go to it. The number one mistake that I always run into, and things that I run into with artists, is that they always say, "Hey, yo, man, my joint is out, you know, on all platforms." And I'm like, "Damn, well, I didn't even know it was out. How long it been out? Been out 9 months." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay. I don't even know who you is. That means it ain't hit my desk yet." Not saying I'm God, but just saying that I'm tapped into the culture. You know what I mean? So if I ain't heard about it, or somebody or one of my producers ain't asked me about it or something, and I never heard of it, then there's an issue. That means that you still need to work on your marketing, because the label will come to you when you hot, or whoever will come to you. You know what I'm saying? When you hot, you ain't got to go to nobody. And that's about marketing correct. The Baby wasn't that he was the hottest rapper. He was marketed correctly. You know what I mean? NBA Youngboy, it's not that he was the hottest rapper. He was marketed correctly. To let him be himself. Honesty always wins. Drake, he's a top artist because he's honest. Kanye never said I wore Timberlands, I wore loafers. He was always honest, so he sold. Common, steady fan base, he was always honest, so he sold. Currency, same difference, he was always honest, so he sold. All of his ideas and all of his fans that, you know, that turned into, you know, really, really cult fans. Like, you look back at Currency, and Currency might have had 300,000 followers on Twitter. Back 10 years ago, 11 years ago, he was still selling out SOBs. He was still selling out House of Blues. So when you look at those different dynamics and you look at it now, when having 1.5, 2.5 million, you know, monthly followers, these are all the people that's, you know, adapted to the dynamic of saying, we fuck with Currency. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like period. You know what I mean? So that's really the intricacies about marketing yourself and really staying in that lane. When you got to market, you need to stay in that lane, sit in that lane, attach yourself to that lane, so they believe that you belong in that lane, and they will believe in you and what you're selling.
Do you sign artists too?
Like signing artists is the funny thing about it, right? I was having a conversation with my producers, man. Platinum winning duo Priority Beats, you heard? And man, when it comes to even signing producers and then signing artists, it's a different obligation. People don't understand that shit you obligating yourself to when you sign an artist. Like, that means you dedicating everything, dollars, energy, sweat equity, all that. So people need to second guess when they start, yo, I want to sign this artist. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I think this nigga's hot, I want to sign him. Cool. But let's not sign nothing that don't have no, no cushion, no budget. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sign something, you shouldn't be signing nothing that you putting your money behind. What I mean is that the person that you putting your money behind should already be with you. You know what I'm saying? So when you go sign something, y'all gonna sign on the dotted line together as a company, not saying they're an owner, just saying they one of the franchise players. Give them a percentage or something. Make it work. That's when it's worth your while to sign something. It ain't worth your while to sign something that you might have to sit in the trenches for 10 years. Nah, that's not the business that we in right now. Too many motherfuckers is blowing up who ain't even talented like that. You know what I mean? Keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's
just where you put your money at.
That's it. Put your money in the right place, it's gonna win. In the right place. We put our money in the wrong place a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. So like, far as you like actually putting artists out, like I'm like, how do artists reach out to you for you to even
Well, I get a lot of people. Well, I get a lot of people on my DM all the time. You know what I'm saying? About, yo, listen, OG, you trying to sign artists, OG? What you doing, OG? You know what I'm saying? Whatever like that. And I be like, yo, it's not even that I'm not trying to sign artists. Like, you can always get in contact with me through me, my assistant, whoever. All the links is on there. You know what I mean? Or whatever on ClothTalk verse. You can always get in contact with me, but that don't mean that I'm gonna work with you. You know what I mean? Just because you got a record or just because you even got a budget. Because to be honest with you, a nigga know what he need to fill his plate up with. A lot of times people don't be feeling like they be obligated to tell somebody that, bro, it might not work for me and you. You know what I'm saying? Or it might not work for me right now because I'm just too full. Instead of just telling somebody that, you go take them and string them along and you put them in the studio and fake photo shoots and all this shit like that going on. And ain't nothing moving because you ain't got a budget behind it. You ain't got your team behind it. You know what I mean? People don't understand it come with a team in this business, man. Come with a team in this business. Like, yo, you don't know. Like, I'm talking about admin person. I'm talking about digital person, analytics person. You know what I mean? You got your videographer. You might even have your main producer. You got your CEOs. You got your managers. You got your road managers. You got your brand managers. You got your PRs. There's so many people that got to come along with that team. Who got the check? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit got a check attached to it. Everything that I do, you see me moving around, that shit is a check. That shit costs money. It look good and all of that shit, but fuck how I look. That shit costs till later. And people don't be understanding that shit, bro. That shit costs money.
When you come outside, it costs.
Bro, listen, you trying to come outside? Yeah, it costs that bread. You can't come outside with lackluster numbers and expect for somebody to say, yo, I heard your shit. Or I heard of you. You know, they got softwares out there right now that the labels is walking around with, hotspot softwares that show you what's surging, that show you who got the most followers, who's showing you who shit just jumped from, 100,000 or 500,000 streams. It's showing you. So guess what? When these motherfuckers get at you, it ain't by accident. It ain't because they might have heard somebody sent you their shit. No, it's a system, nigga. They got a chart. Every week they looking at something, and by right they should, so they can sift through the garbage. There's a lot of trash out there to sift through. No cap.
But like I tell artists every day, like you have to make you have to be actually worth something for them to sign.
Well, look, it's like this. It's like this. Number one, you never get what you're worth. You get what you negotiate for. The difference is this. You got somebody coming in, man, I'm hot. Man, I'm the shit. Man, I'm this. Yo, my man is hot. Yo, my man got 100 bars. My man got songs, bro. My man got hot smashes. Well, what do you consider a hot smash? Let's start right there. What do you consider a hot smash? Because if I hear it, I might not consider it a hot smash based on my experience. Just based on my experience, nothing else. Shout out my man to Hollywood Surge, man. Shout out Surge Durant, man. Real good friend of mine, man. Real good associate in the business, but a really good friend of mine. You know what I mean? Surge boss over there at Caroline Capital Records, man. And, him and I use that same expression a lot, based on my experience, out of not just, not just out of political reasons, but, out of honesty. You know what I'm saying? And it's based on my experience. Trail shit. That's just the facts of the world,
Oh, so how did you build all these, relationships and connections?
And that goes back to when you saying about getting the record cleared. This is what happens. that, you know, that comes with relationships. You got to be able to create the relationship and sustain the relationship so you can be able to nurture the relationship and be able to utilize the relationship in the right way. Don't fucking bruise your man up and beat your man up because he had the label and send him 1,000 fucking emails of trash. He got to sift through that shit. Just because he had the record label don't mean he can sign everything. Don't work like that, you know. But my relationships were cultivated through conversation and, you know, actually, you know, executing. You know, when I was meeting people, you can meet people all day, but you need to be able to do one of a few things. You have to be able to execute with them. You got to be able to have them believe in you, believe in your energy, share the same energy, you know, with you. You know, for them to be able to believe in you without saying, hey, this is another nigga number I got in my phone that's in the music business. Unless you got something on the table. That's why every time I meet somebody, I try to bring something to the table. I meet a new publisher, I try to bring a deal to the table. Yo, bro, let's eat. Oh man, dude got the hot producers, cool. Yeah, because I want to make a few dollars, but I also want to work on changing the narrative if you're at a strong structure. You know what I mean? And it'll help you put some points on the board as being an employee in the building, and it'll help me put some points in my pocket and points on the board and notoriety with my client as well as everybody else that's in the business saying, yo, I stood on my own too, put this together, nurtured the relationship, and executed. So when I move on to the next thing, whether it's a program director, you know, a PD at a radio station, okay, cool. They know who you are based on your relationships and who else you've been moving with. So now you're going to go ahead and be able to execute. You need to be able to nurture that relationship. Christmas time come around, you got that, send them something. You know what I mean? You ain't dick riding or none of that. It's just about, you know, class and posture. You know what I mean? They don't understand that. You know, people don't understand about that camaraderie. You know what I mean? They don't get that. You know, so that's how I nurture my relationships. I didn't pay for my relationships. My relationships were paid for by the conversation and the innovation to make an idea execute. You know what I mean? That's how my relationships move forward. Because if I didn't execute with them, the person that I was with before them, I executed. That's how it got me the referral to the next person. You know what I'm saying? If I never executed, you know, something with Big Bob, even though he's my big homie, I would have never got moved over to Ron Fair. If I never executed nothing with, you know, Bernard Alexander, with him being my big homie, you know what I'm saying, whatever, if I never turned around, never executed nothing with Jimmy Iovine or, you know, with Al Butter from Cobalt or with Manny Haley or with whoever, you know, the relationships probably wouldn't have moved on the way they did because I was able to execute. And they said, yo, this is a young nigga that want to get it. I spent 5 years in the chain gang. I spent 5 years in the feds. Like, I had all this in my planning because I was already doing it. And instead of exercising 100% of my gift, I was only on 40%. And the other 60% was in the hustle. If I'd have done 100% back then, yeah, I'd have had a lot less. I wouldn't have been making $50,000 a week. But I promise you, I probably have been worth $100 million now. So that go to show you the shortcut, you know what I'm saying, get you cut short. But at the end of the day, we back on the rise. So, you know, it's really about focusing. And that's how the maintenance of the relationship work.
Okay. Oh, so how did you come up with your name?
Well, look, ClothTalk, first, well, let me start this off. You know, my name back in the day, you know, came up, it was Verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas called me Verse Audemars because I was the first nigga in the hood where I was from in Jersey and running around in 03, 04 and had an AP watch on. So they was calling me Verse Audemars. Twitter was popping. That was my name, Verse Audemars. So, you know what I mean? Like, when it changed over, like, and then, you know, I was working with Diamond D and Kid Capri and Talib Kweli and Common and a bunch of other people from the Digging in the Crates crew. Diamond D, you know, actually was like, started calling me V Twizzy, like V12, because we was always on the car talk, you know what I mean? And, you know, so Verse actually, you know, migrated and actually came ClothTalk or Cloth because, you know, I was speaking the gospel and everything that I was talking about was nonfiction. So they say the cloth is like the finest fabric, right? Just say, for example, you know, denim, linen, crushed linen. You know what I mean? Money is made of linen paper. You heard? So that's how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's the realest conversation you could possibly have. So that's the linen. That's why I say ClothTalk. It's all about the linen. So money is made of linen. It's linen paper. You know what I mean? So that's what we always talking about. Niggas say, oh, that ain't cloth. Yeah, that ain't what money do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that ain't cloth. That ain't what money do. That ain't what class do. That ain't what high level do. That ain't what luxury do. That's not what mannerisms do. That's not what education do. That's what knowledge do. That's not what experience does. You know what I mean?
Is it telling people, like, what artists that you working with right now?
I mean, we working with a whole plethora of artists right now. We're working with Neo. We got Neo working on Neo's new album. You know what I'm saying? We did some work with Queen Naja on her new album. We got we got one, Juicy Fruit. You know what I'm saying? One of the hardest female rappers out of Memphis. I'm sure y'all heard of her before. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah, no doubt. So, you know, we got her new single coming out called Thug. The Hate You Gave Us is real relevant. It's real fight. It's real popping. Real going crazy. Produced by Priority Beats. We got Polo G, new single out right now. You know, Wishing on a Hero, produced by Priority Beats. You know what I mean? We got new Cardi B coming by Sparks. You know what I mean? We got new Will Smith coming by Sparks. We working with those artists. We working with we in with everybody. You know, we got oh man, we got some new shit on Usher. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got Three-Headed Goat with Cicero, 808 Mafia Cicero. You know, Three-Headed Goat with Lil Baby, Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, Polo G. Lil Durk single, that's another record on top. Anuel, y'all don't know what Anuel is. Anuel is the biggest motherfucking artist in the world, in the Latin world. He's like the Latin Drake, you know what I'm saying? He's already 5 times platinum. And we got joints on there, and that Manuel album went crazy on there. So it's like, we looking to work. We got a whole bunch of new stuff coming. Some new Meg Thee Stallion shit coming. We got some new, who else is on the thing? I got so many people on my email right now. But y'all know Lil Bam, you already know Alabama going crazy. Shout out my MBK staff and partners for sure. Putting it in, Julio remix, Juicy Fruit remix, Juicy Fruit, Rick Ross going crazy. Zay Capiche, new shit coming, Capiche album coming, gearing up, new single. You know, we doing a lot, but you know, we have not even only that, like we want to be in a space where we go all the way across the board, right? So, you know, with us working on new soundtracks, like from, we got the new Ghost 2, new Power soundtrack we working on too. Shout out my man Tank from LA. Landing a couple placements on that. Space Jam 2 soundtrack. We got a joint coming on there with Anuel. Let me see. Damn, man, I don't even want to sound like I'm bragging. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just it's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, that I got to start even going in my email and checking out. But yeah, we got a lot of records out there that's dropping in the third and the fourth quarter. We got a lot of records out right now. Of course, Lil Baby, you already know. I mean, shit, man, this is a lot of records. My thing is like, you know, more so being in a space where, you know, I love the publishing world, because the publishing world allows me to accrue so many different, you know, points on the board when it comes to going in that room and pressing play. You know what I'm saying? We got new K. Michelle coming too. Shout out K. Michelle. You already know we was in the studio the other night getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And she's going to have an amazing project coming, 1,000%. Shout out my man Cersei. Shout out Walt. Yeah, man, like, you know, I mean, we just got a lot, man. Like, it'd be crazy. Stunner for Vegas, shit coming, Gangsta Party. Oh, we got Lil Tecca too. Damn, I can't forget about the new, you know what I mean? But I can't forget about the Lil Tecca, you know what I mean, for sure. But like, we just got a whole bunch of shit that's dropping right now. Like, I can't even. Oh, new Chris Brown, new Breezy coming. How can I forget about that? That's gonna get a nigga a big check. Change the narrative, you know what I'm saying? But I just think that it's gonna be really dope, like, you know, because you're able to really feed your dreams and starve your doubts off this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas don't even understand. It's be a different thing, man. It'd be a different thing. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful, you heard? No bullshit.
Okay, so I was just checking out your on Instagram.
Sure.
And I saw you in the picture with Akon.
Sure.
So tell the people.
Okay.
I'm like, what's a conversation like with Akon?
Man, yo, no bullshit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know, Akon is my Jersey boy, like all day, no cap. You know what I'm saying? My mentor, Bernard Alexander, he founded Akon. You know, so definitely it was a conversation with Akon is like so light. It's so light because he's been through shit that's so heavy in this business. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, he gave me a real good jewel. He was like, yo, man, I asked him. He said, yo, like, you know, I said, what made you like kind of pull back from the music business? You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of pulled back, like Akon kind of just went, you know what I'm saying? And how you pull back from being such a global superstar? He was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Number one reason I pulled back is one word. I was like, what? He was like, the politics. He's like, I don't like the politics. He was like, I don't like the politics in the music business. Like, I can't do this $10 million deal because this dude is not cool with this guy. They had a bad deal some time ago, so we can't do that deal. And I can't hang with this dude because this, that. Man, I couldn't do that. Man. He's like, bro, the Asians just gave me $6 billion, bro, to build my own city in Africa. And it ain't no bullshit politics. It's black and white politics. You know, it's who knows who politics for sure. But then again, it's like, you know, it's a favoritism based upon what you have as collateral. And he has a city behind him. So that's his collateral. Some people say he's using his city and doing this and that. No, it ain't about nobody. He's using his city to bring wealth to his city. And if the Asians is going to put up $6 billion instead of, you know, Aliko Dangote, that's another billionaire over there in Africa. If the Asians going to beat him to the punch, so be it. I'm sure he had the opportunity prior to. So, you know, it is what it is.
So what's your advice to one like up and coming artist who like probably really don't have like the budget yet?
Like, all right, so we like to call that bootstrapping, right? Got an old term called bootstrapping. Bootstrapping is when a nigga wants. It's like this. You're an artist. You want to start a business. So you ain't got no line of credit. You don't have no American Express card. You ain't got no debit card full of 100,000. You don't have no money, but you want to start a business. It's bootstrapping. It's the same way when you are an artist. You bootstrapping. So guess what that means? That means you up here hustling for studio time. You trying to move around and see what you can record and see how you can get it in. But this shit costs money, and the money turn into relationships. And sometimes those relationships don't stay because how you handled those relationships when the money was spent may have not been ideal. So you might not be able to move forward. But how you handle people's energy when you come across them will allow you to move forward better than any dollar amount could ever bring you. You know what I mean? So my advice to artists that are coming up that don't have a backing, I would let your talent speak for you, and I would have so many resources that are around me that I can use whether I know P. Diddy or not. You know what I'm saying? So many people that pop off without knowing nobody. You know, the dream is real. Y'all gotta understand that, man. Like, it's there, and if it's for you, you will have it. But my advice is this. If you hustling, I'm not telling you to commit no crime. I don't know what your hustle may be. You might be hustling phones. You might be turning around and hustling houses, or you might be hustling cars, or you might be working a 9-to-5 job. Whatever you need to do, or whatever you're doing, do more of it. So you can dedicate that 9 to 5 and then your 5 to 9. Because you ain't got to worry about getting no sleep until you actually complete your job. So all that, man, I got to sleep. No, you don't. You got a goal to get to. So you better get a 2.5 hour, 3.5 hour power nap, pop back up and do it. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I went to work from fucking, 6:30 in the morning. I was up, you know what I'm saying, trying to work out, then get dressed at 7 to turn around and be like, yo, I got to open up my dealership, not my dealership, but somebody else's dealership that I'm running at 8:30 in the morning. You feel me? Every day. You know what I mean? And see, I'm making money? Yes, I am. But guess what? When I leave from there 8, 9 o'clock, I got to change my clothes and I got to go to the studio. I got to make this meeting. And then I might get home 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. What sleep do I get? 6 in the morning, I got to pop back up again. I did that shit 2 years, bro. I came home from the feds. So niggas be seeing me kick back and niggas be seeing me doing this, doing that. No, nigga, it's work. I put my work in, though. And every day is still another problem. But guess what, though? That's what we work through. The experiences is how we work. You know what I'm saying? And I put my work in. So I always advise people to do the same thing. Put your work in. I don't give a fuck what you doing, man. If you selling nickel bags, sell more of them. You know what I'm saying? If you selling cars, selling clothes, sell more of them. Find out how to finalize and generalize your business so you can get some stream so you'll know what you need. Yo, I need $5 grand for my marketing campaign. Yo, I need to turn around and put $300 to $3,500 into the studio time. Then I need to put another $1,500, $2,000 into mixing and mastering. Then I need to throw my cameraman $500 because I need to make sure he get every move when I'm at Phipps. Go ahead and spending a couple of dollars. You heard what I'm saying? It's all part of my content. I'm dripping. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Put your whole shit together so you can have something to sell to people. Because if I don't have nothing to bring to the people, how can I have a conversation about you if I can't talk about a conversation, if I can't talk about nothing? You know what I'm saying? So you got to go ahead. If you hustling, hustle harder.
So tell the people, like, what's your advice actually to somebody that's coming for your job?
Well, what I would tell you to do is this. Real rap, me, myself, I would say, don't get no sleep. Work harder than me. You know what I'm saying? Shit that I don't want to do, you do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you see me at 8 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm by the lake. You know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm by the lake. Oh shit, K at the lake. Then guess what I need to do? First at the lake, I need to go down wherever he was supposed to be at. I don't fuck, not in your head or even online, whatever you're doing, like, do more of it. Do more than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already in the pace to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I'm comfortable with the pace that I work at. So guess what? Your pace, you might be younger than me. You ready for that shit. You 26, 27. You a young mover and shaker. You killing them. And I ain't mad at you. Do your 1-2 thing. You supposed to supersede your successes. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach what's taught. It's just that simple. So I pass that information down so you can be richer than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already comfortable in the space that I'm headed. You know what I'm saying? That I'm headed. So if I land at $35, $40 million and I catch a heart attack and my family taken care of forever, so be it then. I did what I was supposed to do. You feel me? It just is what it is. Get rich or die trying, right?
Yeah, but you're building with your legacy.
That's all it is. You know what, though? I'm going to share this with you. I got a person that's in the business right now. You know what I mean? Like, no name, no blame. Like, me and him, we banging out right now. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I mean? Hold on. Hey, babe, listen, I'm on an interview right now. Let me call you back as soon as I'm done doing this, okay? You good? Oh, wow. Okay, great. Say less. I'll hit you right back. So, you know, you got to grind out till they find out. So nigga want to get my position, and I'm looking at the next nigga over here, and I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even know you from before. But yo, nigga, you getting it right now, and I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. We ain't even enemies. We ain't enemies? Nah, none of that. Like, I like this shit right here. I like this. You put up numbers, I put up numbers. You might put up this number, it might earn you 200,000. I put up this number, might earn me 30,000. But guess what? That next couple numbers I put up might earn me 17.5 million. And then it's all of a sudden, boom, lights out. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the knockout punch for me. You know what I mean? When a nigga give it up to me and say, yo, nigga, I salute you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, so I'm not running around on the gram, yo, you saluted me. Nah, none of that. It's just, it's personal. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal, be a personal goal. Like, not a vendetta, just a goal. Nigga, I see you, nigga. Be chasing Steve Stout around this motherfucker. You heard?
Yeah, that's my idol.
I respect that. Stout's the man. You know what I'm saying? He makes all the moves happen. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
I actually met him
when
Stout's
I read
about
nigga.
him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, listen, let me tell you what I model my like my New York run. I got a New York run. Watch this. When I'm in New York, I model my run after Steve Stout. You know why? Because when I was in the feds, I swear to you, it was like my 3rd year. I'm flipping through Forbes magazine. Stout had an article, like it was the next page after the leaderboard, because the leaderboard is niggas who getting that bread and it's showing you, right? So the next page, you know, I'm looking. Stout got a schedule from 5 in the morning to 9 at night. And the schedule is amazing, like 5:30, shorty cooking breakfast, doing all of that. He get up for his morning workout, 6:30, 7:30, the motherfucking car service come pick him up, take him to the gym. He boxing, doing his 1-2 thing, shower, change up, hit the office. You know, when I leave from there, so my whole thing be like, I set it up from top to bottom to where we go in and we rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really rock. Like, from the morning, we in New York, we jog in Central Park, we get up, shower, change, car service pick us up, take us to the billboard meeting, take us to the label meeting, whatever we do when we running around. It's all set on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? 2 o'clock the Source, you know, 3:30 Vibe, 4:30 Billboard, 5 o'clock Def Jam, 6:30 Triangle, 7:30, you know what I mean? We running through it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but you can't even get through that many meetings in Manhattan without being a real guru and a mover and shaker. No bullshit. Watch this. You try to go to 2 places, 3 places in Manhattan without having that shit planned out. It's going to take you 8 hours. Straight up. You're going to be stuck with 60% of that shit being in traffic.
Right. Also, tell everybody what's coming up for you.
Coming up for me. All right, so look. Scripted publishing. You know what I'm saying? I got a birthday coming up, so I'm going to announce it now. Scripted publishing. New publishing joint venture I'm doing with a major publishing company. They putting the power in my hands to be able to rock and cut checks. You know what I mean? For all the amazing writers and singers and creatives out there and producers. I don't want to sign people to put them under my umbrella. I'm gonna sign them to bring them to Sony. You know what I mean? Through my joint venture, which is transparent. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people always see that's the problem. Like even QC's having. You know, right now without the transparency, they have to have the transparency. So show them. Listen, I'm making $1 here. And I'm making $1 there, you sign here. Just that simple. You know what I mean? Have your lawyers review it. I want you to get your own lawyer. Get your own lawyer, bring it on back to the table. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Bring your own lawyer, bring it back. And listen, let them go back and forth so me and you can stay friends. The lawyers can go back and forth and work on that. I don't want to go back and forth with my friend, colleague. You know what I mean? That's what the attorneys are there for. So, you know, that's one side of it. You know, we have a really good situation coming up now also with Simon & Schuster book situation we putting together right now for my new book called The Jet Life, Music, Money, and Marijuana. It's like a autobiography of myself, and of course the names have been changed to protect the innocent. You know how it go. You know what I mean? But it's really good. The statute of limitations is up on my case, so I'm able to talk about it a little bit. So it's really fun. It's really educational. Got the music business involved in it. It got the weed business involved in it. It got the money business involved in it. And we call it the Jet Life because we're moving around in that PJ doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But yeah. So a lot of things are just coming up right now, man. But first and foremost, it's going to be a reset, recharge in the next couple of days. And when I pop back, we got a whole new collective full of producers that we've been working with. Trilogy from New York. My man is hard body. Like he made Get the Strap, and he also made I'm So Brooklyn for Fabulous. You know, he did also record on Chris Brown's album Love on the Full Moon. So he's super dope. So we working on collective him. My man Shaman Luster, Custom, another writer. Super dope. Like, you know, these people got work, you know what I mean, or whatever. Sparks got heat. I put them with all my people. All my people, I put them with a collective. So under that collective, we're gonna be like 1,500 or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got all type of shit. We got Priority Beats. We got Trilogy. We got Sparks Got Heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got all the fucking dope-ass producers. Mook Tovin. Like, all the dope-ass producers. We got all the dope producers, and I put all of them to work together. 808 Mafia Cicero is a godsend. That nigga composes. He writes. He top lines. He make all the tracks. Like, that nigga the truth. You know what I mean? Sparks, his pen game is crazy. You got Will Smith, you got Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? Meek Mill coming up. We got a bunch of shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So it's just like, it's a blessing to have that as a collective. Now, I don't want to sit at the top of the collective. I look at it like I'm the consigliere. So at the end of the day, I put it together so I can put people in position to go ahead and work. It creates more jobs. It creates more A&Rs, more assistants, more interns. You know, so you can teach what's taught and tell the people that's working with you, not for you, that hey, because nobody worked for me. Nobody should work for nobody. Everybody should work with each other. You understand what I'm saying? That's like the dude from Starbucks. I get that from him. When I was in the Feds, I read a book, you know, and he authored it, and he was saying nobody in Starbucks works for me. Everybody work with me. That's why you should never talk to nobody. You should speak with people. You know what I'm saying? It's different because the respect level ends up balancing out. When you over there feeling like, oh, I'm your boss and I'm your manager and I'm this and I'm that and you're below me. People get in their body about that shit, man. It's like, this shit is I've been there. You know, it's emotional. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When a motherfucker up there and try to junior you in front of somebody else, you a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a man. You standing there, got your slacks on. You might not be able to do much right now. You know what I mean? This nigga try to big boy you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. He's standing in front of a pretty lady. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling inferior. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I feel like you playing with me. You feel what I'm saying? At that point. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, if I'm in that space in life. You know, so anybody emotional feel like, that's why I don't treat nobody like that. Yo, you less than. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, fuck what you talking about. I'm popping. Nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? That shit get you killed. That's why I got both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? I don't want a nigga run up on me in traffic. Yeah, we in the bulletproof now, but shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a nigga run up on me when I'm outside doing whatever, and because a nigga feels some kind of way and he got the drop on me because I treated the nigga like a nobody. I ain't doing that. Show respect and love to everybody, but some niggas get out of pocket, and then when they violate, you got to demonstrate. You know, we still from the curb, you heard me?
Tell everybody, I'm like, what can they find you on social media, Facebook, everything?
Social media, I'm ClothTalk Verse, Verse Audemars on Twitter. I believe my Twitter hasn't changed. It's been like that. I'm not operating much on there, but you know, you can find me under there. You can find me under Kai Verse Uno Tyler on Facebook. I'm on there. You can find me on ClothTalk Verse, of course, on Instagram. So, you know, I update daily. Luxury Music Media for the Luxury Group, my company page, Luxury Music Media. The emails and the links is on there. Feel free to tap in. My assistant, Jaron, he always hit right back. And let's see if you got what it takes, man. You come on to the fold, man, and see if we can work you in some way, whether it be, you know, brokering a deal for you or giving you some consultation, or if you that fly and you that urgent, I might have to get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Kiddo Brandon, too. We working on a young nigga, young Brandon. He is amazing. Young Rod Wave. We got so many things we working on right now. It's so be traveling through my head. But we have so many things that are going to shout out my Sony ATV staff, Big John, Mike Platt, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, Big John Platt, Mike Jackson, you feel me? Shout out Walt Sutton, shout out Bernard Alexander, shout out Big Bob Francis, you heard me? Definitely shout out Akon just for the recent jewels and for sure, but, you know, shout out everybody that helps me, you know what I mean? You know, that helps me be me every day, because it's not just you, it's a team. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, nigga. I can't do this shit by myself. There's no way in the world. Shout out Elise USA too. Shout out Lil Bam. Shout out MBK Cloth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Richie Reed. Shout out No IG Marshall. You already know. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just my immediate squad. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out my lawyer, Al Seed. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. Shout out Vinny Kumar too. I got to give him a shout out too. Even though niggas don't fuck with him like that. Say he hard ass, but he that nigga. I fuck with him. I think he's solid. But shout out my attorney, Al C. Ray, man. And, you know, we just have so many things that's happening right now. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. But guess what? My head is down and I'm working and I'm coming, baby. That's what it is. That's just where I'm at.
Nolazine, make them scream.